Hey everyone, as always, hope everyone have an amazing day. Three things I am thankful for: patience, acknowledging that everything happens in due time, and how can I say it? And knowing that some things have to come to an end. Okay. This topic is going to be self-titled, not myself, but of another person. And I'm going to state it like this. I don't want to be in this type of energy, so I'm going to try to change it up a little bit, because I'm not trying to, scare anybody or anything like that. So I'm going to say it like this. We are in a world that has a lot of amazing things that has happened and a lot of bad things that happen. And if you can hear a noise, it's a chainsaw behind me. The tree that I told you that fell down in the neighbor's yard, someone is cutting it. So if y'all hear that, that's what's going on. And it's amazing how this is going on all at the same time as I'm doing this. First and foremost, I want to say that I'm a trusting person. I really am. I try my best to trust in somebody until you give me a reason not to trust you. And I've been like that in this life and past lives, okay, spiritually. And I met a lot of people throughout time. And, a lot of these spirits have traveled with me throughout time for whatever their personal reasons are and stuff like that. And even in the mix of the bad moments, I had some good moments. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I wasn't smiling and laughing at some points. Even if I didn't realize at those moments that people had alternative motives, if you can call it. But fast forward to this round. So what has happened is this. We have seen a lot of changes in the world. And you know me, I don't like sit back and be like, I did that, I did this, I did that, I did this. I don't do that, because my thing is, if you believe in me, then, and you go out here and do these things, it's because you believe in yourself at the same time. And I'm cool with that. If anything, for me, is to acknowledge and just, it don't always have to be something public. Just saying, God, just thank you. A genuine thank you for the strength to do what you do. You understand? And when it comes to Donald Trump, I'm going to be direct and then I'm going to veer off again. I want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing yourself to, I guess how you can say, be selfless at moments to help this process work. You understand? In order for something to work, a person has to listen. A person has to listen. I can give you information, but if you don't receive it, it's just a waste of time. And you have to be willing to receive the message. You have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to be directed. You have to be willing to understand. You have to be willing to approve. You have to be willing to, acknowledge and have knowledge of what is being said. And I want to say thank you in this process. Thank you for cutting out all the noise and doing what's right. I truly, truly thank you in this process. I know just recently, like I tell y'all, I don't really know a lot of stuff that be going on. I can feel things, but as seeing things, it's a lot that's going on at this time that I'm not even fully sure on, because I'm in so many timelines at one time. So I could be way in the past, like 10, 20 years ago, at the same time as today. So whatever goes on, I could be in different points. I could be in the past, present, and future all at the same time. That's why my messages hit differently for everyone. So, as I told you, in a way, my messages are in the future. So whenever a person watches, depending on what your spiritual journey is on, if you're a true believer, then you're going to see something other people won't see. You may not understand it, but when the time is right, you will agree with it. You understand? So when it comes to this political party, the government systems and stuff, all of these presidents knew about me from the beginning of time. They all knew about me. They all knew everything about me because they had spiritual people attached. They I don't want to go backwards, but they had my energy attached to them, some form, some fashion. And all of these political parties took part into it. Every single one. However, we are here with Trump now. So the only thing that's different between him and the rest of them is, remember when I told you when you write stuff down, it's like a manual so you don't forget what has happened? That's kind of what happened. By me writing things out and them watching my videos or in my energy, they got to see what the future holds to a certain extent. But a lot of them stopped at a certain point because when they felt that I was done for. So in my current time, remember I told you I had the first 200 videos? Well, this is the thing. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna explain something. I told you, on my end, I only got 200 some followers. When they look at my videos, it's like 4 people here, 2 people here, or nobody watching. But what came to my attention was, hold on, they could literally just delete all my videos. They could delete it all if they had wanted to. But if they didn't, that means they still watching it. So what I found down this process, my videos was transferred into underneath a different account. Do I know what the account is? No, I have no clue. So y'all been watching my process throughout this whole entire time. Even the first 200 videos. So when I did the first 200 videos, when I went into the mental place, that's when a lot of people felt like the game is over. We won, right? We won. But only one person, and these people was going through time and saw this, okay? But one person didn't stop watching me, and that was Trump. He kept watching me. Because a true business person gonna read everything before they sign a contract. You understand me? However, the contract been signed a long time ago. But the thing about it is he read all the books. That means he watched all the videos. All the way up to the moment of what I'm talking about now. So in this journey, in this process, y'all know I've been rooting for him, right? Because we need someone to be willing to stand up against the odds. However, at the time when I was rooting for him, it's because I genuinely thought that he was really on the good team. I really thought he was really working for the good team. I really thought that he really wanted help in the world. And I know right now y'all probably like, but why now? Why say it now? Because everything happened in due time. Okay? I'm not knocking the stuff he has done. But the thing about it is I cannot allow myself to go through a process and not acknowledge the truth. And what has happened is, like I tell y'all, when you pretend to be a good person, or pretend to be me, after a while you start learning how to heal yourself in the process. And that's what happened. He started healing himself in the process. He started finding ways to self-heal himself. And that's what helped him to get through the rest of this process. Because in order to be in my energy right now, you have to be in a healing energy. So he went through the process to heal himself. So if y'all go back, you know how he keeps saying, I hope I get into heaven. I hope I get into heaven. And this is the thing. In this journey, he figured out, if I just heal myself, I can get to the winning side. And unfortunately, in this process, you didn't do it for the right reason. See, I've been questioning this process, and I knew there was somebody in my energy, and I'm like, why is it that 1 minute everything great, next minute everything bad? What's going on? Like, it's like, what is it? If I'm in this high vibration energy, why I still feel off? Why, like I told y'all yesterday, why I still feel these negative thoughts? Why I keep feeling this? I'm in a high vibration. Why? Because there's someone that's still lying to me in the energy. And the only thing about it is the person that I thought was lying to me is actually this person here, and that's Trump. He been cloaking himself in the other person's energy, because the other person is what helping him to get through this process. And along that other energy, which is Ye, is around him, I can't see the truth. Because me and Ye vibrate at the highest level energy. So Ye has been protecting Trump the whole time. So y'all know, back to that Biden stuff, where the writing sign off, is because that's kind of what's going on right now. All the good stuff that's going on is because Ye has been cloaking himself around Trump the whole time. So I couldn't see the truth of what my energy is doing. So Trump looked like he's the winner when he's the one that's been lying the whole time. Now, don't get me wrong. Have he healed himself? Yeah. But the problem in this whole thing is, we had to figure out who was the person that was like screwing with this game, the Matrix and all of that. See, while all these other celebrities and all these other political people, whatever, when they saw me glitching, meaning going through, when I lost my ability to walk and I went through all of that stuff, they gave up on me and they went their own route. He stuck in there to keep watching. And that's how I realized some things throughout this process. I don't want to talk about this, but this is how I close out this thing. What I noticed on my end, and he been popping up in my head throughout time, but what I noticed on my end is, when I go into my phone, when I pulled up his name, he's standing right there by Epstein. But he has a pink tie on. And I don't know why today, before today, I noticed, I said, why is it so many, why the only pictures of Donald Trump is with Epstein in all the pictures that pop up? It ain't no other celebrities or nothing. It's either with Trump or, Epstein and, somebody else. And I ain't gonna get into all of that. And the thing about it is, did he know about what was going on? He knew. And he stayed away from it. And I understand. But why are you saying this? Because he was hoping that he could take me out at the end of all of this. That's why. See, Trump had an issue as a kid where he didn't feel like he was being seen. So he always found ways to overcome that. He always found ways how to maneuver. He had the mind. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know how me and him connected. I don't know why, but spiritually, I don't know if he was a parent to me in the past or a parent to me in the current. But a parent. He's either a father, he was my dad in a past life, or my dad in the current life. It's something like that. Because the day after I did the video about the writing stuff, the way the world operates around me, is crazy. I was watching a TV show and they were talking about this boy, and he found out his father was white, and I was like, it hit me, and then Trump popped up in my head. And it kind of, I know I'm jumping a little bit, but everything happens for a reason. And it made me question, if y'all notice his face, y'all notice now he don't have the orange face like he was before? Okay. It ain't super tan like it was before. So back to this thing. Trump is very brilliant, but he was brilliant because of me. He knew how to utilize my energy. He figured it out. He figured out what to do in order to utilize my energy. And when it comes back to my phone, I tell you, I see certain things at certain times. And it kind of made me keep questioning stuff. And it made me remember the government has access to my phone. They have access to the stuff that I look at. They have access to every single thing that I do. They've been watching me since the beginning. Prime example, the people I live with. How everybody is getting money and nobody working? Because they was paying them. All these people that I knew was getting paid by the government to keep things together. Like even in the house right now, she don't have a job. I don't pay her nothing. But how the lights and everything stay on. And when I was paying something, it was always a complaint that she couldn't do anything. But once I stopped, now all of a sudden everything can get paid off. It's because they was paying her. And by me disconnecting from them, I had to disconnect from the food stamps. I had to disconnect from medical. I had to disconnect from everybody because the government is what was holding me hostage. All of these other presidents and stuff, that's why they was coming after Trump. Because he figured it out. He figured out how to make it look like he was the good guy. When he started being honest about how he felt about stuff, when he started doing different things and stuff like that, it's because he was watching my videos and he was listening. He could go in the future to get information. He was getting information off of me on how to survive in this situation so we can take these people down. But this is the thing. He knew what he was doing was for the wrong reason. But it worked in my favor at the same time. It worked in my favor because my goal was to help heal the world. So I'm proud of him for doing it. But unfortunately, you did it so you can be able to say you won a game. That's the bad part. My thing is this. This is not a game to me. And before I get to that part, the people that working together now, everybody's, he went and got the right people. Everything's cleared out. He did the work. He got everybody. He done all of it. He did it all. Don't get me wrong. He did it all. But the problem is, his game plan was to pull me, have me to come out so he can take me out again. Okay? Unfortunately, that was the game plan. And yeah, I know for myself at this present moment, you're probably thinking, well, Dad, why would you say that? Because if he's at there and you here, he can still take you out. Yeah, he can if he wanted to. But if he could, he would have done it. That's the thing. See, earlier today, I did a video. And I figured out how he was able to change everything. And because my energy is so protected and I didn't post the video, time can't get changed again. I caught on to what he was doing. Because when I was doing a video, a car almost hit me. It did. That's what told on your behind. That's what told on your behind. it let me know what I was saying, what was my warning. See, the thing about it is, when you get into my energy and you do the work, you can't lie. Truth still have to come out eventually, but everything come out in due time. See, you went so far into the future. So far in the future, you thought that you could take me out so that none of this with me could be possible. That's why. And but at the same time, that's why you're still saying the stuff you're saying, because the old version of you set all of this stuff up. I'm going to call it what it is. You set it up. You set this whole thing up because you was mad at your daddy. That's all it boiled down to. You did all of this because you want to prove your family wrong. Trump is the mastermind. You're the mastermind. But when you went into this process and you start doing the healing process, that's why you was able to go to Israel to do what you done, because you was the reason it happened in the first place. And all of the other presidents and all of these other people was a part of it with you. And they got mad because you got away and they didn't. But you didn't. You didn't get away with it. You may cleaned up your mess, but you're still responsible for the lives that have been lost in the process. So back to that tie. That pink tie, just turn it around, do like this. He was letting me know that he had me on a noose. That's why you wore the pink tie. Ask yourself, why people wear ties? Ain't it a little tight there? To let somebody know I still control you. All the stuff you went through, you try to pretend like you was this innocent person. Don't get me wrong, you show your truths. You did. But see, they only see one side. You have a nice side too. Don't get me wrong. You do. But the other side of you took control. So, at the same time, I'm like this. I thank you for correcting your wrongs. I really do. But you wanted the originals. You understand me? You cannot go to the next phase of this. I know when it comes to other people in the world, they probably like, well, why? Because if you forgive, then why? Because you know how long I've been going through this process? And if a person is willing to learn the truth and still live a lie, we have a problem. See, for me, I have both energies inside of me. And I learned how to control it. But I don't need anyone going to this next phase that feel like they're going to try to up-one me. I don't care if anyone has a better opportunity than me. As long as you are continue to grow, to be better than me. But if you're doing it because you want to say that you own something, if you're doing it to say that you can still control something, and if you're doing it to take me out so you can be the leader or something, we have a problem. We have a problem. Like, you knew the truth. You knew it. And you still try to falsify information. You went in and did some crazy stuff. You went in and you You went in and changed information. You went in, you went in and you did some shiesty shit. You did some shiesty shit. And the person that really was rooting for you, which was me, you wanted to hurt just so you can have people to praise you. You was getting the loudest clap in history and you couldn't accept that because it wasn't being seen. And right now I'm hearing your whole family was involved. The whole family is involved. That's what I'm hearing right now. The whole family was involved. Because you thought you was covering y'all lineage. And now it makes sense when it comes to the Trump towers. Literally the towers. And it makes more sense even more when it comes to the song with Bobby Brown and Ghostbusters with the kids underneath the thing. Because you knew alone you wasn't a part of it. And look, even the birds. You knew alone you wasn't a part of it, but you allowed them to think that they was getting over on you. But you was allowing this stuff to get set up that way. You was a trickster. I'm hearing you the Riddler. You was putting stuff out there. You had businesses, you had different things. You allowed them to think that they could utilize your stuff so they can do whatever they want to do. Because you had business deals with all of these people, the terror, China, all of that, Korea, all of that. You had deals with everyone because you were smart about it. You allowed them to do their dirt, and like I said, you allowed them to do the dirt, and you took the L for it. But you did it on purpose. You played slow. You played dumb. You already knew what they was doing, and you was collecting evidence at the same time, just so you could get them all out, so you can take the main road. You set it up. You set everybody up. Not because you was helping me, because you was trying to help yourself. Your TV show, all of it was set up so you can see who all the connections was. So you knew how to blackmail everybody, because as long as you knew who the connections was, then you knew how to blackmail them. You've been stashing the whole time. That's why you didn't want money from the government, because you was hoping that you would get the money at the end. See, there's people that take money up front, and there's people that take money at the end. You didn't want to take it up front because you didn't want your fingerprints attached to it. So you thought if you wait to the end, now you get this huge lump sum. It's no different than the Nobel Peace Prize. Ain't it funny how the girl gets it? I think it was a lady that gets it, and then out of nowhere, this whole Israel thing pops up exactly right afterwards. Because that's how it shows up on my screen. Ain't that kind of weird? You go up for it, because you got to be nominated and stuff. Someone else gets it. And then, lo and behold, the hostages are pulled out. Now the lady is saying, oh, well, I guess I need to give it to him. Because it was a setup. It was a setup. Those hostages supposed to have been out a long time ago. But he was waiting to get all the awards, all the accolades, all this stuff, to make it look like it was all his ideas. because he was hoping that I would have posted this video that I did this morning. If I would have posted the video I did this morning, it would have shut all of this down. I told you I almost got hit this morning out of nowhere. But if I would have posted it, I would never got to this moment. I've been sitting back. I've been watching it. I've been watching. You want to know what else? Ooh, when you got shot, right? In the ear, I stated that it was a hoax or something I said. But that was the warning for the Charlie Kirk thing. All of it. All of it. I seen something else with Cyrus' name on it. I don't know what it was. A Cyrus something. I forget how it was. Cyrus something. I forget how it go. But if you go back to Scandal, didn't Cyrus set up the president? Hold up. Didn't Cyrus set up all of the crap that was going on? Didn't Cyrus was the one that was trying to underline everybody? Wasn't Cyrus the one that was playing both sides the whole time because he wanted the power? Didn't Cyrus do that in Scandals? And didn't Olivia get kidnapped? And if not mistaken, the political dude that got shot, he was Hispanic or something. Ain't it funny about the immigrants? ISIS, all of that, they going in, right? Because the towers is what was causing the issues. Reason why United States is in the chaos it is because it's been a setup the whole entire time. He's not even in this about the money. That's the kicker. He don't even care about the money. He just want to prove that he was on top. But anyway, so all y'all people, you know, I've been coming at the blacks a lot. I'm gonna tell you, I had to do what I did the way I done it. I had to. 'Cause you gotta watch as well as you pray. I had to watch out. I had to do it the way I done this. That's why there was confusion. No different than the Ukraine dude. Remember when I said when they were sitting beside each other, I was like, they friends. Because he's friends with all of them. So the only fake news is him. How you know who's the fake news? Because you're the only one that knew what was going on. Because you was writing it down the whole time. See, the reason why every one of these people got caught up in the matrix, because you figured out if I write it down, I would never forget what's happening. They got caught up in their stuff because they got caught up in technology. That's how. That's how. You've been paying all of these networks underneath the table. That's why they confused. You've been paying the networks underneath the table. That's how you know who's the fake and who real. Because you was paying the people. But you was paying them under other people's names. That's why folks was confused. That's why the wars and stuff was going on like it was, because they were like, I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Because you was doing it. You was the one paying everybody under other people's names to confuse them. Every organization, every system, everything, you was paying underneath the table under other people's names. You know what's so funny right now? What is in my head is, it's this movie. I'm gonna put it like this. It's a movie where someone said, if you want your stuff to be known, you just got to pay them so people can be able to see it. Put it like that. No, I'm going to speak my truth all day. James Brown, get on up. When he did that, he paid him. I'm not saying James Brown did it. But he's been watching my life through other things. See, I told y'all, if you pay attention to details, you will know how to figure things out in life. Am I afraid that y'all can do anything? Because the thing you didn't bank on in this round is that I don't need technology for people to see the truth. You didn't think that fast and hard on it. See, that's the problem. You didn't realize in your past discretions and how you wanted to do it, you forgot on my energy. As long as I figured out who I was and who I am, you can't stop that. You cannot stop a person from knowing who they are. And once I know who I am, I can remember my book. And I remember what happened every single day of my life. Because I write down what I need to know when I need to know it. So, even though you did do what's right at the end, I can't do it. I can't do it. Because you cheated. You cheated everybody. You cheated everybody. Now, does this mean anybody need to hurt him? Nah. Do that mean that something's going to happen to him immediately? Nah. But this is the end of your spirit. So you will fulfill this life round, and after that, your spirit is done for. Okay? It's done. Because that's the most cruel thing anyone can ever do. To set up a whole network, a whole system, just so you can sit back and say you won. But I thank you. I thank you. I'm not mad. I'm going to say that. I'm not mad. And I know other people in the world can be like, oh my God, why you didn't know? No. See, this is a thing. I'm thankful because we needed it. It is what it is. Our spirits keep traveling back and forth. That's just life. You might receive this lifestyle, and then after whatever time frame it is, this body, this flesh goes, and then you start over. But it's nice that we got the bad part out of the way. But the worst has happened. That's the worst. It happened. Right? So we got through all of that, and your spirit still came back as a fighter each round. Now, what you think gonna happen now? You know what's going on. You can win. So you know what it looked like to be demonic. You know what it looked like to not care about people. You know what it looked like to disrespect people. You know what it looked like to try to get over on people. You know what it looked like to not care about people. You see it. So you have a book, a manual of what to not do. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? But again, I'm proud of you. Back to Trump, I am proud of you. Don't get it twisted. Y'all, don't get it twisted. I am so proud of you. Okay? Because a lot of folks don't get that opportunity to correct the things they done wrong. I'm super proud of you. So I don't want you to think whenever that time comes for you, I don't want you to think that, how can I say, that you walk out this door, whenever that time may be, you walk out of the door and feel like it wasn't worth it. You did what you felt like it was worth in your life at the time you done it. But it's because you was broken. The beauty in this situation, got to heal yourself before the end. So at the end of the day, I am proud of you. But because you know both sides to the story now, I can't allow you to pass to the next round. Because you're going to always try to fight me. And I can't have that. You get me? I can't have that. Because your intentions was wrong. On purpose. You saw the end. At least to this point, you saw it. And you didn't stop it before time. You literally felt like you could have a plan to outwit me, to outdo me, to stop me, just so you can be able to say what you say, take ownership. We could have all been a team and worked together. But you was breadcrumbing the situation the whole entire time so you could find your way back. But I am proud of you that you at least got it right at the end. I'm not going to take that from you, man. I would never take that from you. I'm never going to take someone healing from them. Never. So I am so proud of you that you allow yourself to be sacrificed in a way to do something even when it was hard to do. Because at the same time, yes, you was able to show who the other people that was playing this mind game with you. You was able to pull all of it out. All the demonic, the hateful, the heinous, the most evilest people in the world. You did that. I need you to understand you did that. But the only problem is you did it just so you can be able to become exactly them all over again. That's it. So if I would sit back and say, all right, you can be able to keep getting the kudos and all of that, you understand, and allow you to be in this next process with it, what's going to happen is, again, you're going to fight me. You're going to. I already know. I already know. Because once you get in competition mode, you never stop. And you already know the energy holds, so you're never going to stop. So we all push forward and you still stay in your position and all of these different things. you're going to try to find a way to outdo me when all we have to do is be a team. But the problem is because you still need something to justify why you did what you done. So you're going to always keep looking for me to do something wrong. I cannot have that energy. You understand me? I don't need somebody over my head trying to find out if I'm going to continue. I'm going to wait till she does something so I can utilize it and take it on. That's what's been going on. You've been trying to find little details throughout this process. That's why it's been taking so long for me to get where I need to get at. Because every corner, you already had things set up to try to find ways to make me look like if I was a liar in this process. Because you need to find a way to justify what you done wrong in the first place. It's like, it ain't possible somebody could be this good. It's not possible that a person can be this way. It's not possible that this person can be this authentic. When you keep knocking and look for something, you're going to find something, but you're going to find yourself. So, I'm about to get off of this, but it's way more to the details, but this is all y'all need to know. And, do I feel like you deserve the prize? Yes. I still feel like you deserve it. Because it takes a strong person to clean up the mess that they created. Okay? So, I do still feel like you deserve it. I feel like even the other person, I'm not sure what you did. If you did something good, then you deserve it. If they say you deserve it, you deserve it. I don't know. No offense to the other person. Or whatever nominee or however, I'm not taking from your spotlight or whatever, but it is what it is. I'm gonna say this: the whole team needs one. All of y'all need one, cause y'all all came together. Y'all came together to put this together. Every single person should deserve one that in the government that brought all of this together, cause you didn't have to. Y'all could have kept me out here looking like a complete fool. So I believe the whole team needs one. Okay? I'm not denying that. Because why do I always say it takes the village to raise a child? If the village wasn't being the people and communicating, then you would have kept running loose out here or running wild. So, for anyone in the world, we're going to continue on with the positives, okay? His life is going to go the way it's supposed to go. We're not going to sit there and put hate on him. It is what it is. We all survive. It helped me to be a better person for myself. It helped me to see things about myself in this process. So I'm not mad. Y'all shouldn't be either. We should keep pushing forward and learn from this situation and know that we can all be winners. We all can strive for the best. But if you always looking for someone to screw up, then you gonna be the test. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.